he was bringing out earlier, why is this so important for us to get together, right? Now, he brought out Zechariah 2:1, gather together. But now the question should be, what should we do when we get together, right? This is what we should do. Give me Revelation 18:4. Because I heard the brother saying earlier that everybody should be over here, right? But the Bible tells you that everybody not going to get right in these last days. It's only going to be a certain group of people that get right at the end of the day. And that's just something that we got to accept, right? But watch this. This is what we're supposed to do when we gather together. Read that.
The book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 4.
Yeah, bro.
And
what's your name, bro?
Yes, you are.
What's your name?
John.
Listen to this, John.
And I heard another voice from heaven say, come out of her, my people.
You hear that, bro?
Say it again.
Read it again.
And I heard another voice from heaven say, come out of her, my people.
Now the her is dealing with Babylon. The her is dealing with America. In the Bible, America is known as a female or a her, the daughter of Babylon. It says, come out of her, my people. Now, it's not talking about getting a plane ticket and going moving somewhere. It's going to show you what it's talking about. Read.
Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins.
Now, what is it talking about you got to come up out of? Her sins. What are her sins? The way that society puts a certain mind frames on our young man. They push what? Over-sexualizing our men, over-sexualizing our women, thinking that it's drugs, right? Getting ahead, scheming, scamming, any way we know how, disrespecting each other, shooting our brother down. This is something that's pushed on us constantly. But the Lord said we have to come up out of her. What's another way we come up out of her? Her religions, her false religions that divide us, like the brother was bringing out earlier. When you deal with Million Man March, yes, 1 million of us came together, but you got a Christian over here. You got a Moor over here.
Right.
You got a Muslim over here.
Right.
You got an Israelite over here.
Right.
You got a non-believer over here.
Right.
You have an atheist over here.
Right.
So, yes, we might have came together, but we were not all one.
Bring it up.
You understand? A fist don't always be stronger than a slap, right? So now the Lord is saying, us coming up out of her and stop thinking like the society perpetuates upon us. Stop celebrating the holidays. Like yesterday, I couldn't believe myself. Everybody's celebrating the 4th of July, which is called Independence Day. But at that time, where were we as a people? On Independence Day, where were we? What you say, brother? Slaves.
Bring it up.
We were slaves. So how are we sitting around here celebrating Independence Day when we had shackles on our feet, lighting up some damn fireworks? Think about that. That's part of coming out of her, my people. Read it again.
Come out of her, my people.
Let's see why it's so important to come out of her. Read.
That ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
What are her plagues? Because we know a plague is going on right now. But the Bible says, come out of America that you be not partakers of her sins or her plagues. I'm gonna give y'all a second. What is that talking about today? How you doing, brother? Did you see it, sir?
Man, say we Africans.
Okay. Well, we'll deal with
We're
it.
not Africans. Our people, like our ancestors, was Africans.
Okay.
When we was born in America, that's
Do you got a couple minutes?
I'm listening.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna continue with what we was talking about, and then I'm gonna deal with that. All right. What's your name, bro?
I'm Chris.
Chris, good to meet you, Chris. My name is Jeremiah. We're going to deal with that statement, right? Because it's somewhat true, but not true according to the Bible, right? Because we're from that landmass, so we'll give you that. But watch this. Read it again.
And I heard another voice from heaven say, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
What would her plagues be? Let's get that. Give me that in Zechariah 13:8. Because the plagues are not talking about COVID-19. The plagues ain't talking about monkeypox, right? The plague is not talking about the bird flu, right? Let's see what these plagues are. And the Lord said it clear as day. We have to come away from America's sin that we be not part. Hold on for a second, bro. Hey, bro, come here, bro. I got to just read this in. You too smart to be walking off, bro. Hold on, here it go right here. Watch this. Remember, come up out of her. Stop doing what America teaches us so you don't be partakers of her plagues or her judgments. Read that.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 13 and verse 8.
Read.
And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die.
The Lord said that 2 parts of the Israelites going to be cut off and die. That's why when we come out here, we're not hoping that everybody listens. We hoping for the elect of God.
That's right.
People that God has chosen from the beginning to wake up out of this slumber and take over this planet with thus saith the Lord.
Right.
So if the Bible said that 2/3 of us are going to get cut off. So you know how they had this utopian dream that all black people going to come together? That's not reality in the Bible.
Right.
Because some people are just rebellious and they never get it. But watch this, read that.
And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord,
Listen, bro.
2 parts therein shall be cut off and die.
And do what?
And die.
And do what?
And die.
Read.
But the third shall be left therein.
The 1/3, that's what we call the 1/3. The 1/3 is brothers like y'all that's coming up and listening. Now, whether you chose it or not, that's up between you and the Lord. But the 1/3 is the people that's going to get it. They going to wake up out of their slumber and they going to get it in these last days. Read. Watch this. He gonna bring us through the fire. Now that's not just talking physical fire, because it literally is, but it's also talking about that tribulation, going through it, right? You know that saying, if it's too hot, get out the kitchen, right? So the Lord said it on both ways. He dealing with us on a spiritual level, that fire, and physically fire. Watch, read.
And will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried.
Read.
They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my God.
We don't say that right now. How are we not saying that we God's people? A lot of us like to say that we God's people, but we identifying it with Christianity and with the message that was behind this white Jesus. But we're not truly acknowledging, hey, bro, what the Scarface had. Did you know who you were? Because we don't truly acknowledge that we Israelites. We'll say we a real nigga. We'll say we might be African, or I'm a Moor, or whatever I might be. But we never truly have stood up as a group of people in America and acknowledged that we the Israelites.
That's right.
So the Bible said right around the time that 1/3 going to be waking the hell up, all of us going to be saying we Israelites. But it's going to be levels to it. Because a lot of our people know. The sister who was just up here dressed inappropriately, she know, but she not acting on it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So what we out here showing our people is, listen, judgment is coming to this land. Famine is coming to this land.
Right.
Pestilence has already came. This is going to be a second wave that's going to hit even harder.
Right.
Judgment, when we just read about that fire, you know what that fire is talking about? I'm going to show you. Get Malachi 4:1. Because that fire ain't talking about some asteroid coming from some other planet. I'm going to show y'all right quick what that fire is talking about. Read that.
The book of Malachi, chapter 4 and verse 1.
Read.
For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven.
The Lord said it's going to come a day on this planet that's going to burn like an oven. It's going to be so hot out here that it's going to feel like you in an oven. And ain't going to be nothing you can do to get away from that heat. Read.
And all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly,
All the proud people that think they know everything and all the people that's wicked, what's going to happen?
shall be stubble.
It's going to be what?
Shall be stubble.
What's stubble? When you cooking a barbecue and you see the ashes and the leftovers, that's stubble. So listen, I heard you say, hold up, get Exodus 11:7. Before you go, I want you to hear this. So the brother said that we African, right? Or we were African. We descend from Africans, right? Hey, who got the Zondervan Bible dictionary? Somebody get that for me. Okay, he got it right here. Can somebody get ham for me? Watch this. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you what the Bible say, which is the main source, and then I'm going to show you how the scholars who spent billions of dollars backing up their information, acknowledged it too. Read that. Read that.
The book of Exodus, chapter 11 and verse 7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how the Lord doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
Why is that statement so important? I'm going to show you why. He said he put a difference between Israel and the Egyptians because we looked alike. We had a lot of the same things going on. But watch what the scholars knew as well. Read that.
This is the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood.
Ham was one of Noah's sons. You know, the 8 people that survived the flood, Ham was one of Noah's sons, right? Watch this.
And one of 8 persons to live through the flood.
See that?
He became the progenitor.
The what?
The progenitor.
The progenitor, the father of who?
Of the dark races.
Wait a minute. So if you just close the book right there, you're going to say, see, I told you, brother. We one of the dark races. He our father. But watch what the scholars know. What did they call us when we got off those ships? Did they call us Africans or they called us? What they call us? No, they call us something else. Start with an N. Negroes. They say, go back and look at the record. They said Negroes for sale. Watch this. He said, for the dark, he became the father of the dark races, right? Watch this. Watch what the scholars know that we don't, bro. Read.
He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negro.
Whoa! Now he just hit you with something. He said, yeah, Ham is the father of the dark races,
Right.
but not the Negro.
That's right.
They know that we are not true Africans. We resided on that landmass, but we are not Africans. Watch this. Read that. Wait.
Okay, here you go, though.
Not the Negroes, but the Egyptians.
But the who?
The Egyptians.
But the Egyptians,
Ethiopians. Libyans. And Canaanites.
Canaanites.
His indecency when his father lay drunk.
Okay, I'm good right there. So this is now it was going into why. You ever heard of the curse of Ham? They try to say that we under the curse of Ham, and that's why we subject to slavery. But the whole time we under the curses of the Israelites. So what I'm trying to let you know is that yes, we resided on that land because there's no such thing as Middle East. You have something in Egypt called the Suez Canal. This was a canal, a port that was built by the Arabs, and they started calling that land Middle East. Don't go nowhere, security. I want to deal with you. They started calling that land Middle East. But the whole time, Jerusalem, which is the true motherland, is on the continent of Africa, but we are not Africans.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.